Hi, what I thought I'd do today is a small weights sequence for you. That's 5 moves, upper body, incorporating some weights, which will work towards maintaining good posture. They're not just arm movements, they're also looking to work your shoulders and your back, and obviously your core at the same time. Now, not everybody's got hand weights. I've got some 2 kilogram hand weights here, or some 3 kilogram hand weights, so I'm actually going to work with the 2 kilograms so that I maintain good form for you. But if you don't have weights, or you're just gradually building up, then it might seem a bit strange, but you could still do the exercises holding a couple of baked bean tins. That's about half a kilogram each if you want to keep things very light. I had a look in my cupboard and a couple of tonic water bottles. They weigh about 1 kilogram. You might want to drink the tonic and then put ordinary water in, and then they won't lose their fizz or whatever. Obviously you want to use plastic bottles if you're using bottles, not glass ones, for obvious reasons. Alternatively, you could fill your plastic bottles with stones or soil or something else that's a little bit heavier, if you want to start ramping it up and maybe get to the 2 or 3 kilograms with the bottles. But they will still work just as well as the weights. I'm told it's quite difficult to actually get hold of weights at the moment because they're so popular. So, 5 moves which you're going to do for 30 seconds each, and we're going to repeat the whole section 3 times. Now you'll see I'm sitting on a ball. I quite like to do some upper body work sitting on a ball. It means that you're maintaining good posture throughout. It's really difficult to slouch on a ball, so you do tend to sit more upright. You think about engaging your core, so that's why I really like it. But if you haven't got a ball, you don't have to sit on a ball. You can sit on a chair. A ball works a little bit better because it challenges your core better, but you can sit on a chair. You can stand. So you can easily stand to do these exercises, but if you do, just make sure that whilst you're doing them, you don't start to sway back. And if you find that happening, you just want to maybe put one leg behind you to maintain that good posture whilst you're doing the exercise. So, we'll do a little bit of a warm-up. Ideally, you'll be adding this on to the end of maybe some other exercise that you've done. But I'm going to do the moves 3 times without weights, just so that you can use that as a little bit of an upper body warm-up. So we'll start off by having your palms facing towards you and your elbows in. So my elbows are about shoulder height, and then I'm turning to have my palms facing away from me. So they're facing in, facing away. So my elbows never drop below shoulder height. Okay. Your second move, you have your hands in by the side of your chest. You're sending your hands out and up into the air. Back again, shoulder height. So you're out and up. When we come to the weights, I will move and show you everything to the side as well. Okay, I want you to then lean forwards, have a soft bend in your arms, open wide and close again. So I'm trying to touch my shoulder blades together. Then if I sit up tall, palms are facing away from me, so towards you, and they stay in that plane the whole time, and I'm essentially doing snow angel arms. Okay, then the last move, the arms are coming up to shoulder height and then wide and then back down again. So all the time I'm thinking about keeping my shoulders away from my ears. Down. Okay, I'm going to start the timer and then pick up my weights and let's get started. So with 30 seconds each exercise. Okay. So my elbows are level with my shoulders as my weights turn. So feel that movement of your shoulders. And it should feel quite strong, but it should feel good as well. Now I'm not arching my back. I'm trying to keep really good posture whilst I move the weights. Right, my second move, I'm coming by the chest, out, up into the air. Okay, I'll turn side on, you keep going. So you're out, weights come up in the air, back down, side. And you'll see I'm trying to maintain really good form with my back, even though I'm lifting those weights up nice and high. My stomach muscles are actually working quite hard too. Okay, then I'm leaning forwards, and you can see it from the side on. I've got a bent over fly. I'm sending the weights out to the side. I'm keeping that slight bend in my arms, and I'm imagining that I've got a pencil between the shoulder blades, and I'm trying to touch the shoulder blades and grip hold of the pencil. So I'm keeping the moves dynamic but still relatively slow. Okay, your snow angel arms, your arms should feel quite tired now. So as you lift and lower, make sure you're in control of the weights aren't in control of you. So I'm lifting at about the same tempo as I'm lowering. I'm not letting gravity take over and not letting the weights just fall down as I lower them. Okay. Last exercise, we lift and open. So my arms have just got a slight bend in them, but only very slight as I open and close. Again, I've got my stomach muscles switched on. It's quite hard to maintain the good posture on the ball. Might squeeze one more in. Okay, we've got 30 seconds rest. So let's give your shoulders a little bit of a wiggle. Hands behind your head, and let's have elbows together and open. Just to relax your shoulders, get everything working in that nice plane of movement. Okay, picking up my weights, and I'm about to start all over again. So I lift up for the shoulder press. So I'm going to do a few from the side, just so that you can get an idea as to how it's working from the side. I'm using my arms and my shoulders, but I'm trying not to arch my back at all, so my stomach muscles are having to work quite hard. Okay, then we've got the weights by chest, out, and come straight up into the air. Okay, sending those weights out really makes you have to work quite hard to control them. You can probably hear that in my voice. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. And if it starts to be too much, do it one arm at a time. You don't have to do two arms together. Okay. Then you're forward and into your bent over fly. So the weights are coming out to the side, but I'm not really feeling very much in my arms. I'm feeling it in my back. I'm trying to keep my shoulders away from my neck and my ears, so my head feels nice and long. So the muscles really all the way down either side of my spine are also having to work. You know, into your snow angel. Again, if the weights are feeling a bit too heavy, go for one at a time. It's not necessarily easier to do one at a time, particularly if you're sitting on a ball, because you've still got to maintain good balance and posture. So that's where the advantage of sitting on something that's a little bit unstable comes in. Okay. Then we're lifting to chest height, opening, back to close, down again. Lift, open, back and down. Do it single arm if doing it 2 weights is too heavy. But again, it's not necessarily, it's a lighter weight to manage, but it's not an easy option because you're having to maintain balance on the ball. Okay, so you get a little bit of a rest now. We've got 30 seconds. I want hands behind your back. So I've got the backs of my hands against the small of my back, and then I've got the same sort of movement through the arms, but I'm just trying to increase mobility through the arms and the back just while we rest before the last set. Okay, pick up your weights again, level with your shoulders, up, back down again. Again, you can take this as one, do it one-handed, but don't let those weights drop lower than your shoulders, because that's what makes it nice and difficult. Okay, so your arms should be feeling tired now, but you want to keep going for the last bit. Okay, by the chest, in, lift up. Swap to single arms if it's starting to get too much. Change. If you're on bottles of tonic, change to baked bean tins if it's getting too much. Just listen to your own body while you're doing these exercises. We've got the bent over fly for the last time. So think. Nice open chest, relaxed neck, relaxed jaw, nicely into the muscles around the shoulder blades, but not into the neck. So we're coming to the end of this one. Not too much longer to go. Great. Sitting up nice and tall. Think about your snow angels again. So, an upper body workout without a press up in sight. So that can't be a bad thing. These snow angels, again, think about shoulders away from your ears. Don't collapse into it. If you collapse into it, it'll feel harder. You won't be able to do it as effectively. Okay, last one. We're lifting the weights, opening out. So feel that nice expansion through the chest, but again, don't do it at the expense of your shoulders. So lift, open. I'm in control of the weights, they're not in control of me. So there's no momentum to get them up there, I'm using my muscles. Okay, so that's the end of your timed workout. You've done 30 seconds each exercise and you've done three repetitions. Once you finish that, just roll your shoulders. You might find that however much I've said don't take tension into your neck, you may well have done. So if you just sit up nice and tall, drop your left ear to your left shoulder. You can take hold of the right ear and just encourage the stretch there. If you like, you can look down to the floor and look up to the ceiling. Just get a little bit of a stretch, and then on the other side. So send the ear to the shoulder. Don't bring the shoulder up, just send the ear to the shoulder. Take hold of the opposite ear and encourage the stretch. Look down, look to the ceiling, down again and up to the ceiling. And hopefully that will have released any tension that you got in your neck. Have a play with it, hope you enjoy it, and hope it makes you feel a little bit stronger in your upper body and improve posture. Thank you.